If you live in a place where it snows in the winter, it's important you are aware of the snow removal laws in your area. Not sure about these laws or didn't know they even existed? Luckily for you, we're here to explain to you everything you possibly need to know about them. Depending on where you live, snow removal may or may not be a complete headache. In most places, property owners only have to worry about removing snow for a couple of months. In other places, snow and ice removal doesn't even exist. However, snow removal is an important aspect of property maintenance. In this guide, we'll be going over what these laws tend to be and how to make sure you abide by them at all times. So to get started, let's go over a general overview of the snow removal law. Snow removal laws depend greatly on where you live. For example, if you live in the more southern states like Florida, you don't have to worry about any of these laws. But states that are more up north like Colorado or Connecticut can have extensive snow removal laws. These snow removal laws basically task the property owner with the responsibility of cleaning any public walkways or sidewalks of snow and ice accumulations. These rules typically give property owners a time frame to clear snow. This time frame is usually about 24 to 48 hours after the snow has stopped falling. If the snow has not been picked up within this time frame, the residential property owners can face a fine. Apart from that, there may also be some separate rules on additional snow removal operations, such as putting down salt or sand. Additionally, it's important to note there are also laws governing where to dispose the snow. For example, if you're shoveling snow from the sidewalks adjacent to your property, you can't just dump it in the street curbs bordering the property. The shoveled snow must be stored in private property, meaning it must stay somewhere on the residential property. If the snow is shoveled onto the roads, the owner can be held liable for any damages caused because of it. This could mean car accidents or something as simple as someone slipping and falling. Now, the snow removal laws do get a little more tricky when it comes to landlords and tenants. We'll talk about how snow removal laws can be incorporated into lease agreements and the laws regarding that. Although property owners are mainly responsible for the removal of snow from their properties, this changes when the property is leased out to someone else. The laws regarding this depend on the kind of property that is being leased out. For single-family properties, clearing snow can be listed in the lease agreements as one of the tenant's responsibilities. This means the property owner or landlord will no longer be responsible for picking up the sidewalk snow and ice. Now, this can vary depending on your state, so it's always a good idea to check up on your local ordinances and laws. However, if it's a multifamily property that has common areas, such as common walkways or sidewalks, it may still be the landlord's responsibility to clear these areas. Since liability is a real concern in these areas, it's a big deal that everything is properly maintained and that they know to remove snow when it's necessary. If the renter is not clear on what's expected of them, they may be held liable for any damages resulting from the uncleared snow accumulation. The most effective and legal way to have your tenant be responsible for all snow removal is to include it in the lease agreement. Once something is agreed upon in the lease, it stays that way until it's disputed or until the lease term ends. This means the tenant will be responsible for anything in the lease agreement that they sign. So, if you put that the tenant must shovel snow within some time after the snow stops falling, they are legally obligated to do it. If they don't do it, they will be the ones held liable for any further damages caused. The lease agreement should reflect any local or state laws regarding snow. It should be clearly worded and agreed upon by both parties. If the lease agreement has already been signed and agreed upon, the only way to add snow removal rules is by creating an addendum to the agreement. This should also be signed by both parties and reviewed by an attorney familiar with all of the laws surrounding the snow. If you would like to go through the snow removal laws for every state, click on the link in the description below for a detailed explanation of each and every state. There you can see if there are any separate laws or ordinances that must be considered when drafting your lease agreements. Now, another option for landlords and tenants is to hire private snow removal operators. These companies come out to the property and remove the snow that must be removed. These workers are typically familiar with the laws and will get the property to the point that it must get in order to be compliant with the law. If one of these companies is hired and is witnessed depositing the snow onto the road or back onto the sidewalks, they can be held liable for the damages. It's very important to have on record all activity of snow removal done on the property just in case it gets taken to court. That's it for this video. If you want more real estate content for your business, make sure you check out our YouTube channel for more DoorLoop videos such as the most important house rules for renters and the must-have property management apps for all successful managers. Remember to like this video, share it, and of course, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.